Hi, I'm June Mellinger, and I've been a sewing educator for many years. Today we're going to talk about how to make a flying geese block. What I've done is I've gotten 3 fabrics. You can see I have my neutrals and my 2 shades of blue, and I've cut them into 8.5-inch squares. Once I've cut those, I'm able to take the fabrics and make 2 alternating packages, if you will. So you can see that I have brought my piece of contrasting fabric here, and I've turned it so that I have right side facing up for my neutral fabric, and I have the right side facing down for my printed fabric. I lay the fabrics together so they match perfectly, and then I'm going to take a ruler and a pen, and I'm going to mark across the diagonal points from A to B on the fabric. Once I've done that, I'll be able to take my needle and place it 1/4 inch away from the lines that I've drawn and make these 2 rows of stitching. I'm going to go over to the machine and show you just how I did that. So you can see I'm set here at my machine, and I have the knee lifter attached to my machine because then I can actually take my fabric, press the knee lifter over to the right, the presser foot goes up, I have my 1/4 inch foot set on the machine already, and I have the fabric set just underneath where I'd like to start sewing. I lower the presser foot and I'm ready to start sewing. Again, this is a 1/4 inch wide foot, so I have the edge of the foot against the line that I've drawn, and I have the stitch length set at about 2 millimeters in length. I'm going to go sew all the way to the end. And so I'm going to sew right to the end of the fabric. When I get to the end, I'm going to cut the thread, and I now have 2 parallel rows of stitching. So let's go back to the table and continue with this project. So you can see I've come here and I've taken my rows that I've already sewn, and I've cut them along the penciled drawing line there, and I have 4 triangles. The next step will be to cut those triangles in half again. So I don't really have a reference point, but I do have a reference point actually on my acrylic ruler. There's a 45-degree angle already drawn. So I'll be able to take my rotary cutter and cut. So now you can see I've cut the triangle, I have that, and once I open it, I can open it and press the seam flat with the light to the dark. I then take 2 contrasting squares and I place them on top of each other. You can see the next step would have been to pin the squares together, and then once I've sewn them, you can see that I have a very unique flying geese square. Actually, it's a rectangle. And once I've taken those rectangles and I've alternated them together, and I have the beginning of a great project that you'll see on a future episode.